Malus species is the flowering crabapple. This is a small tree, and this is, we use the term species because we're not really specifying a species. There are so many cultivated varieties of crabapple that are kind of hybridized. There are literally hundreds of different cultivated varieties of crabapple. So we are going to just generalize and speak about them by the genus and then just say the word species. This is the form of this plant is typically, it's a small tree, but the habit within that form can be different. You can have one more kind of broader spreading canopy, one more maybe upright oval canopy, several weeping varieties of crabapple. So there are different forms within. There are also different colors of flowers. There are different colors of fruit. There are different sizes of fruit. The malus is actually the same, exactly the same as the apple malus, the apple that we eat. It's just if the fruit is smaller than 2 inches, it's called a crab apple. And if it's 2 inches or larger, it's just called an apple. The leaf on the crab apple is typically oval. It's got some serrated margins along the margin. It's just kind of a medium green. The fall color is varies a bit from kind of a yellow to sort of an orange yellow, not typically very bright. So it's not a super showy fall color, but it's very showy in the springtime and also in the winter with the fruit color. The bark on the crabapple can be actually pretty consistent, even with the different forms that you have, the different shapes, the different even sometimes foliage color, where it's generally green, but there are some kind of purple foliage varieties. The bark has these sort of flat scales with the fissures or cracks in between, with a little bit of a reddish-brown underbark. The flowers are in early spring, right around the time the leaves are coming out, and they're extremely showy. They're anywhere from white, pink, different shades of pink or red. They're kind of fragrant. In clusters, they just cover the branches of the tree. Extremely showy. And then after the flowers, the fruit starts to develop, and then really kind of colors up late in the summer, where you may have yellow fruit, orange or red. You may have fruit as small as a 1/4 inch in diameter up to almost 2 inches in diameter. It is edible, very, very tart. Some people collect it for jams and jellies. This is a pretty tough tree. It's heat resistant. It loves full sun. It does have a little bit of trouble with fungal diseases in this part of the country. It's very cold tolerant, so in a cooler climate, colder winters kill out the fungal diseases that we have. But there are several pest-resistant varieties. You need to know kind of what you're getting into if you choose to use a crabapple in the landscape, to see if it is disease resistant and if it tolerates the conditions where you're gonna plant it.